A stock is not supposed to go up 42% a year. It's not supposed to do that. The last year, it's up almost 30%. The last 5 years, it's been okay. 89%, 85%. It's good. There's better companies, but it's done okay. But I like Uber just because I feel like right now, maybe this is a little bit of a buying opportunity. You get a little bit of a discount. And I think this is a company that's going to be part of the future. I really believe that. So what I'm going to do is look up Uber, and I'm going to buy some shares on Uber. So let me do that right now. And we buy stock in class because I want you to get used to that. I want you to get used to just buying, just if you see something and you have a good thesis on why you should own the company, I think you should think about like what's the story? Like why do you want to be an owner in this business? Why, because when you buy the stock, you are a business owner. So you should be very proud of that. You should talk to your children about that. Like tell them like just let them know. Like I just bought some Uber stock, so I can go and when I pick up, I gotta go. Well, I drive our daughter to school every day because I want to spend time and get to know her, and it's been a great investment of time. I've really enjoyed it, and so yeah, I take pride in saying, yeah, you see that company, we own some of that company. Or we went to Starbucks this morning. I'm like, you do know that we own some of Starbucks, so I'm really happy that we got Starbucks today. Where's my Star? I have my Starbucks cup somewhere. It's gone now. But I'm like, yeah, because this is our family business, right? We own a piece of this company. That's a pretty cool thing to say to your kids. So take pride in that, like own that. Like that's really something you should be proud of. All right, so moving on. What's your take on the stock NVDG? I think it sounds like that's one of those NVIDIA derivatives, Carl. And NVDG, let me see. I'm going to pull up our stock market analyzer here. If you log in at drboystockmarket.com, you can take a look at the analyzer, and it'll kind of break down every stock and give you. I wouldn't call it a recommendation because we don't give investing advice, but it is kind of an assessment on what the experts believe about that stock, and that would be a good way to describe it, right? So it's not a guarantee, it's not a money machine, but it does give you something that you can benefit from. So if you log into drboystockmarket.com, just look in your curriculum section, you can find it there. Now with NVDG, it's what they call a leveraged ETF, and what it does is it does a 2x of Nvidia, so it's like Nvidia on steroids. And so basically, it delivers 200% of the daily movement. So if Nvidia goes up by $1, this goes up by $2, and it's fine. I mean, if you really like Nvidia and you want to put some extra caffeine in the coffee, this can give you that extra volatility. Some people like the action. They like knowing that if Nvidia makes a move, then it's gonna do well. Now, some people say it's more built for active traders rather than passive long-term investors. I don't agree. I think you could just commit and just say, look, I'm doubling down on Nvidia. I like it. But the thing you got to remember too is like if you have a good run and you make a bunch of money on it, you might want to protect your gains, right? Maybe put some put options in place or stop loss orders or something, or take some money off the table if you do have a good run. But it's sort of barreled with risk of what they call single stock risk. So ultimately, if you're super bullish on AI in the future, then this would be good. But if you're a long-term buy and hold investor, or you have a heart condition, you may not want to consider that. Today, there is a drop in the Dow by 500 points, but this is something I want to point out to you right now. Okay, so let me pull this up. First of all, I don't talk about this much, but let me just tell you, just point blank period, the Dow is bullshit, right? Just so you know. The Dow, how many of you have ever heard this? Has anyone ever heard? I talk about the Dow because I'm a victim of the sheep mentality, apparently, like everybody else, where I just do what everyone else is doing. But the Dow is bullshit. So excuse my French for saying it, but it's true because it's bullshit.